who doesn't love breakfast for dinner? Am I right or am I right? I personally love breakfast for dinner, and that's exactly what we are going to make tonight. I have been craving sourdough pancakes all week, and it is time to indulge. I have been a good girl. I have fasted. I have been eating my kind of healthy lifestyle that I try to eat, high protein and low carb, except for sourdough. So tonight we are gonna make sourdough pancakes with our star, Betty, and we're gonna have bacon to go along with that. Also, we're going to have 100% maple syrup. Now the brand I usually get, I'm out of, and I ran to the store on my way home from work tonight. They didn't have what I normally get, but this looked really good and there weren't a lot of options. So I got this. So we will see how it is. And I am so excited about having breakfast for dinner. So follow along as we discard Betty and make some fluffy, yummy sourdough pancakes. All right, so we are getting ready to make our sourdough pancakes because I am craving breakfast for dinner. And I am gonna make your bacon because what is better than dipping your bacon into the maple syrup from the pancakes? So a little sweet, little salty. So I wanted to share a little trick, and everybody may already know this but me, I don't know. Actually, two tricks about bacon. The first one is when you are using parchment paper for a sheet pan, when you tear it off, the first thing you do is crumple it. Just crumple it up really tight into a ball, okay? Then you're gonna open it. My cats are looking at me like, what is she doing now? Oh, one's running away. No way. A little loud. Okay. So once you open it all up, you put it in on your sheet pan and just kind of let it fit in there, and it stays so much better once it's been crumpled than it does when it hasn't been crumpled and it's fallen off the side. So I just kind of go around and with my fingers kind of make it a line in there, okay? And then I get my kitchen scissors, my French, the extent of my French, and I just kind of cut those extras off so that it fits better in the oven and I don't have to worry about those little extras there, okay? So that was one tip. Crumpled paper, wax paper, or parchment paper. I'm using parchment paper for my bacon. So that's the first tip. The second tip, my girlfriend, my bestie, Birdie, she taught me how to make the best bacon. It's so cool. So we're gonna take the bacon. This also is great because your house doesn't smell like fried bacon for days, or at least mine doesn't. I have a small home, but I have a very open floor plan. So my kitchen, my living room's right there, my dining room is right there. So it's a very small house, but I don't want it smelling like bacon for 4 or 5 days straight. So this is perfect. My favorite bacon is applewood smoked bacon. And I am just gonna take this bacon and I am going to line it on the parchment paper. And I have to tell you, I did not believe when she told me this that this was a thing. And it's a thing. This is it. This is how easy it is. I'm gonna preheat my oven to 400. I'm gonna put this bacon in while it preheats. Now, it's supposed to, after the preheat is over, the bacon is supposed to be done. And it kind of is. I leave it a little longer. I guess it depends on how you like your bacon. I like mine on a little bit of a crispier side. So when the timer goes off that the oven is preheated, I then flip all the pieces of bacon and let it sit a little bit longer until I can see that it's a little more crispy, because I like crispy bacon. Okay, so while our bacon is in the oven, in the preheat, we're gonna go ahead and start making our pancakes, our sourdough pancakes. So these are, I think I mentioned in one of my first videos, these are my grandma's old bowls. I love them. So I'm gonna use the large one for our pancakes, and then this one, this small one, I'm setting aside, and that's gonna be what my trash is gonna go in, or food waste that I'm not using. First thing we wanna do is we wanna mix all the dry ingredients first. So the first thing is our all-purpose flour. And again, I have it separated from my bread flour in the matching containers. That was also my grandma's. So I got a little bit of my grandma with me. So we got 2 perfect cups. Go in there. And I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid on this and move it out of the way. I'm always scared that I'm clumsy, and I'm always scared that I am going to break it. I'm gonna set it aside. And now we are going to put in our baking powder, and we are gonna use 2 teaspoons of the baking powder. There's half a teaspoon. Okay, so we are going to do 4 of these, because we need 2 teaspoons. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna set that aside, and now we're gonna do our baking soda. And our baking soda is just 1 teaspoon. So again, we're just going to do 2 of these, since I've apparently lost my teaspoon measuring cup. It's probably in the dishwasher. Okay, so we got 2 of those. And then we are going to put sugar in, and I'm gonna step out and get the other canister that was my grandma's that has our sugar, and it's just a little bit of sugar. It's 2 tablespoons of sugar. Okay, so 1, 2, and again, I'm gonna move it out of the way because I'm clumsy. Almost always use Himalayan pink salt for everything. Rarely do I use anything else. I will use other salts if it's just, I feel like it's necessary, but I'm a big fan of Himalayan pink salt. And so that's exactly what I have here. And I want, again, 1 teaspoon. So we're gonna put 2 halves in there. So we're gonna mix these things all together. This is another one of my favorite spatulas too. It's a great skull scraper. It's a great skull scraper. Oh my gosh. It is a great bowl scraper, not skull scraper. Okay, back to cooking. All right, so we're gonna mix our dry ingredients here up really well. And then we're just gonna add our wet ingredients on top of it. Now, one thing that I have done is my egg, I pulled it out right when I came home from work. So it's at room temperature now. And the 1.5 cups of milk is at room temperature. It's probably still a little bit cool. It's just gonna have to do because I'm hungry. Okay, so there's our dry ingredients. So now we're going to mix in our wet ingredients. And we're gonna have 1.5 cups of milk. I'm just using 2% regular milk. okay? And now I am going to put in my Betty, my sourdough discard. And this is going to be about a cup, and that is my jelly jar I used the other night. Oh, I want to give her a stir. She's good. Oh, she smells so good. I just love that smell. Look at that. Good business. Perfect sour smell. I love it. So we want about a cup of sourdough starter or discard, and so we're gonna fill this up, and that is about a cup. And then we will feed Betty later tonight. I will feed Betty later tonight. So we're gonna pour in this sourdough discard, and I am just about out of all my spatulas. So I'm gonna use a knife to scrape the sides because we wanna get all her goodness in there. Every bit of Betty we can get, we want. I should have used my chopstick, my favorite stirrer. All right, that's pretty good. Putting that in my warm soapy water. Well, hi, Christopher Binks. That was my kid talking to me. It's like, Mom, sit down and be with me. Okay, so we've got our milk, our starter, and let me see, I need 1 egg. So I'm gonna crack an egg and put this in there. I'm gonna put that in my bowl. So Christopher Binks is a cat. He's 7.5 years old, and I adopted him in February. He had been at the Humane Society for a year, and they called him the Gentle Giant. He's 17 pounds. He's a tuxedo cat. Here's a picture of him right here. And he has quickly become the love of my life. He's a sweetheart. He's just a big chunk of love. I can't do anything baking wise without a little dash of vanilla. Ooh, there's our buzzer for the bacon. We'll take a look at it here in a second. Okay, now, should you measure vanilla? I don't know, because I rarely do. My mom always says a cupful. I do a little cupful plus a little. I love vanilla. Okay, so this one actually I got in Mexico. Pure vanilla it says, and just a little pour, right? We're gonna mix that in there. And then next we need to put a little oil in. Now, vegetable oil is kind of the traditional baking pancake oil. I don't like vegetable oil. So I am substituting that with my favorite, avocado oil. 100% pure avocado oil. We want 2 tablespoons of this. It's bubbling. I just love using sourdough discard in anything. Bubbles get me excited. It's crazy, I know. 2 tablespoons of avocado oil. So, and I'm gonna get a whisk. I've got a couple of good ones here. It's one of my favorite whisks here. I got it as a gift from my girlfriend, Gwen. I can't remember what it said on it, but it was a Christmas gift she got for all the girls in the office. This was 8+ years ago. And I think it said, maybe whisking you up a Merry Christmas or something. I don't remember, but it had a bow on it, and it had a bunch of Hershey's Kisses. It had a bunch of Hershey Kisses in it, and it was so cute. It was such a cute gift, and it was an awesome spatula. I love this spatula. It's not a spatula, it's a whisk. I love this whisk. Wow. Can I say it's the end of the day and all my brain power has been used in marketing? By the way, that is what I do. I'm the director of marketing for a huge lifestyle center. It's an outdoor mall with a convention center, 2 hotels, 17 restaurants, and 80 retail and attractions. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of fun though. We're just gonna let it sit here for just a few minutes while we check out the bacon. Because the timer went off, I can smell the bacon, it smells great, and I wanna flip them all over. So I'm gonna put that there. How fun is this? It's dirty, I know. Actually, it's just stained, I washed it. Oops, I'm drunk. Is that not the cutest? And this came from my friend Jennifer. Okay, so we're gonna pull out this bacon. It's gonna fog up my glasses. Lovely. Okay, just take those off. So we are going to, you can see this is not close to being done for me or probably for anyone. So we're just going to put this back in again, and where is my spoon holder? There it is. Isn't this a cool spoon holder? I got this spoon holder at a flea market. It's very heavy, it's cast iron, but I love it. Don't you love it when you find those kind of really cool, unique things for your kitchen? It's kind of fun. All right. We're gonna put this bacon back in the oven. I'm gonna put it down on that lower rack. So, we are going to, not we, I don't have a mouse in my pocket, and Betty doesn't clean. I know, shocker, right? She's very prima donna. I am going to clean up the kitchen and get us ready for our breakfast for dinner. Okay, so I've got the kitchen cleaned up so that we can focus on our pancakes. I'm gonna pull out the bacon because I can hear it bubbling and I can smell it, and nothing like bacon smell. I mean, like my mouth is watering, right? Okay, so we're gonna pull out the bacon. Oh, doesn't that look wonderful? I'm gonna set it here to the side. The cleanup is so easy. You just take the bacon, put it on a plate, and let the pan cool, fold up that parchment paper and throw it away. No grease cleanup, no nothing. So just do need to make sure that everything's cooled down. So I'm gonna flip this bacon over again. And it may not be quite crispy enough for me. I think I might put it back in. Smells wonderful. This is probably done enough for a lot of people. I just like mine just a little more, I don't like wimpy bacon. I like crispy bacon. So I think I'm gonna put it in just for a little bit longer while we do our pancakes. There we go. I think my pan is probably hot enough. I'm gonna put a little bit of butter in the pan so that my pancakes cook in butter. Oh, better get my pancake spatula out. I actually know the name of it this time, unlike last time. Okay, so let's put a little bit of butter in there. Maybe a little bit more. I'm gonna need to fill my butter container up here. I think I have, where's my owl one? Okay, just focus one thing at a time, Nikki, one thing at a time. It is ready to go. And I'm gonna take 1/3 of a cup and put it right in there. My pan probably needs to be a little hotter. That should have sizzled. It's going. I'm actually gonna put just a touch more. 1/3 and a half. I kind of like, I know some people like their pancakes to like fit in the whole plate really large. I kind of like, I love silver dollar ones, but I also just like a bunch of smaller stacks. I don't know why, it's probably just preference, but that's what I absolutely love. Okay. This is bread that I am trying to make sourdough bread with. Again. All right, so our pancake is looking really good. It's time to flip it over. I'm so excited. Breakfast for dinner, yay! All right, that is going to sit, and I'm gonna pull the bacon out. That bacon has been in there long enough, probably more than crispy now. Move all this out of the way. Oh yeah, it's exactly the way I like it. Nice and crispy. Let's see if we can get, can you hear it sizzling? Okay. So while that is cooking on there, I am going to get a plate and a paper towel so I can drain the grease off of the bacon. I don't know about you, but I work in a very small kitchen. This is probably the smallest kitchen I've ever worked in. I am working towards going even smaller. I have an obsession with tiny houses, and I'm gonna pull this up here a little bit. Tiny houses and van life. So I have to say it has been a transition going from a larger home to a much, much smaller home. But I've been able to shed. I still have a lot of shedding I need to do. It's hard for me to let go. Okay, so we're just gonna take this bacon. Oh, it's perfect. And we are going to put it and let it just kind of drain here on a paper towel. And I'm obviously not gonna eat all this bacon tonight, but I will save, I needed to cook it, so I will save it and it will go in a salad. There is our bacon. And I'm gonna turn my oven off. And let's take a look at this beautiful pancake, sourdough pancake. Oh, it's perfect. Okay, now, one little thing I like to do for my pancakes, take a little bit of butter and put it on the bottom of the plate, just like that, and put my pancake on there so it gets a little butter on both sides, right? And then butter this side really well. Can you have too much butter? I think not. Okay, so we're gonna butter that really well and set it aside. I'm gonna move this pan out of the way for now so that I don't burn myself, because I am a little bit of a klutz and I will burn myself. Okay, I'm gonna move this over here. And it's time for us to make another pancake. I don't know about you, but I am so excited. I hope you guys all try this recipe. You have not had a pancake until you've had a sourdough pancake. My pan is much hotter now, which is great. It took that one pancake a little long. Stir, and then I'm gonna put a half cup in there. And that should be perfect. Yes, it is. So excited. Okay, So while this is cooking, let's open up this maple syrup. What do you say? Isn't it pretty? So we'll drizzle a little in between each pancake too. So butter the plate, put the pancake down, butter the top, and then drizzle a little syrup. Maybe I should put my glasses on. There we go. It helps when you can see. Amazing. All right. Oh, we better flip this pancake. Oh my goodness. It's not a perfect round, but that's okay. It smells great. If it's not perfect, it's fine. It's still gonna taste the same. Okay, so let's drizzle some of this. Ingredients, 100% pure maple syrup. It came from Merle, Wisconsin. It's Lincoln County Reserve, 100% pure artisan syrup. I will do close up there of it. I have zero affiliation. I'm not getting paid, or this isn't a sponsor. I haven't even tried this maple syrup yet. The one I usually use, I can't remember the name of it, but the one I usually use wasn't at the grocery store. So let's pour a little over the top. Maybe a little bit more than more. Okay. And now we're gonna take this and put it, oh my gosh, it looks so good. Okay, we're gonna do one more. We're gonna have 3 here piled up. Let's go ahead and get this baby buttered. Betty's doing us good again. Oh my goodness, so excited. All right, a little bit more butter in here for another half cup of our batter. Oh. Now, because I am cooking for just me and I have too much batter. I need to probably learn to reduce recipes. I often will make this when my nieces and nephews are over for a morning breakfast, and there's a lot of them, and so it's always served me well, but I was craving it for tonight. But I will put this in the refrigerator in a mason jar or an airtight jar, and then this weekend I'll pull it out and I'll have some more pancakes. I might even take some to work and give to a couple of people in the office because they can make pancakes with it too on their own. Share, it's nice to share. Okay, so let's maple syrup this one on top. Oh, I am so hungry. Well, I fasted until noon, and then I had, or 1, then I had some macadamia nuts. I had a grass-fed beef jerky or beef stick, and a little thing of cheese, a little round thing of cheese. So I'm hungry, very hungry. Trying to think if I had anything. Oh, I had a peach too. I went to farmer's market, and this time of the year, it's June. It may not be June when you're watching this, but it's June here right now. And so all the farmers markets are in full swing. You can see I got this today at farmers market. My work, we have a farmers market in the parking lot on Tuesdays. And so isn't that just beautiful? I can't wait. I'm gonna make a steak dinner tomorrow night with some fried bread and some sauteed onions, and use these for the chives, for the garlic bread. We are gonna flip her over. She looks like she is ready. Oh, she is. Okay, let's take a bite of this bacon. Oh, I'm telling you, this is the way to make bacon. You can make it to whatever texture you want, more chewy. I like mine really crispy, so good. I'm gonna put a couple here on the side so they can soak up a little bit of that maple syrup for me. This one is almost done. So I am going to put a little bit of butter on this side of it. I wish you guys were here eating this with me. All right, I'm gonna turn that pan off. It looks great. Okay, I'm gonna flip this over. Oof, it is hot. Come on, Betty. I just fed Betty. So Betty's getting ready to go in her micro house. I'm gonna move that out of the way so it cools off. I need to butter. I gotta butter the top. What am I thinking? I'm almost losing track. I've got too many things going on at one time. Okay, we're gonna butter that top one. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so good. I have just been dreaming about these pancakes. We're gonna put a little more syrup here on top. Maybe a little bit more than more. Doesn't that look great? Okay. All right, here is my knife. Let me get a lovely fork. Excuse me. Okay, here we go. It's the taste test time. Oh, it's the little things in life, right? Just look at that pancake. It is, can you see the heat coming off of it? It is fluffy, beautiful, so pretty. I'm gonna get a little more maple syrup on there. All right, here we go. If you don't do anything else but make sourdough starters so that you can have these pancakes, I'm telling you, do it. This is so good. With a little bit of bacon on the side. And we learned how to do bacon in the oven. Thank you, Birdie, for that trick. And we're gonna dip a little bit of that bacon in the maple syrup. Crispy bacon. Sourdough pancakes at night, breakfast at night. It's a perfect, perfect match. So from Betty and I, we hope you have a lovely evening, and we will see you next time with delicious discard dishes. That's what my mom used to say. Do as I say, not as I do. Okay, this isn't coming open. It's happening. If you don't do anything else but make sourdough. Okay. Well, that's a blooper.